live. I just want to. Last time I'm still trying to learn this whole streaming and live thing, but this is the second time, so I'm gonna do it again. So we're gonna talk about database reactivation today, right? So how to actually get warm and bounce lead from your existing list, and the way we do that is through SMS, and I'm gonna explain further on how we actually do that and allow you to actually drip the campaign. So without further ado, I'm gonna go to the presentation. But if you're watching this in live, hashtag live and hashtag replay. Right, someone is commenting. Just gonna find the live, right? Hey Pascal, what's going on, man? What's going on? So yeah, watch this, man. It's gonna help you a lot. Just so let me know if you can see the screen. I'm gonna do a share screen real quick. So this is my share screen. Let me know if you can see my screen, right? We're gonna go through the slide real quick, right? And then I'm actually walk you through the whole process, right? So this video gonna take around 20 to 30 minutes, so be prepared. So first of all, data reactivation campaign, what is it, right? Reactivations campaign is, pretty much is list farming, farming from your existing list, right? And by that we are turning warm inbound leads into sales, right? And there's nothing more easier and attractive than that, besides why we're not doing Facebook ad or Google ad, because warm inbound lead, they know us, right? So these are the people who buy or purchase products from you before, right? So people or your referral, let's say you are a mortgage broker and you got this lead from a real estate agent. So it's a referral from your business partner or the people who inquire about your products and services before but have not yet bought. So you keep those people in a sort of in a database or in a list. So those people are very, very warm and is inbound, and it's more likely for you to convert any of them into sales, especially in COVID-19, right? So we want to be smart about that, and that's why I'm actually showing you a demo step-by-step walkthrough on how to do that. And if you're watching it live, any question, drop in the comment. I can see it right now. Let's go. So if you keep watching this till the end, we're gonna show you how we can get 90 to 80% open rate on our campaign, right? And then we're gonna show you how to trip this campaign for weeks and months, right? Because let's say if you have 2 to 4,000 lists, you probably not want to broadcast to all of them at once, right? You probably want to patch them to a group of 100 or 200, so you can trip them out, for weeks and months. So the second reason of doing that is also to split test your message and your copy. Let's say, when you start off with small group of people, you can see and measure the response rate. Therefore, you can adjust and tweak the offer, see if the percentage and the conversion doesn't add up to your expectation, right? So that's actually very, very important to actually trip out your campaign, right? Number one is to drag out the campaign for a longer period of time. Number two is to actually split test, right? And thirdly, we're going to show you the exact same script that we use to generate 70%, that we use to generate 70% reply rate, right? So we get really, really high reply rate based on our sequence and our structure. And the secret sauce to that is to keep it casual, keep it human-like. And that is the secret sauce to a self-book appointment, right? You don't want to be sound like a robot. You don't want to be like, hey, thank you. You know it. When you go to a doctor, when you go to a dentist and you book an appointment with them, you get a text reminder that sound very, very robotic. And the way we do it, we keep it casual and we keep it very, very human-like, right? So how do we actually get 90% open rate, right? It's very simple. We do it through SMS. I'm pretty sure you do this also, but for me, I check every message that someone sent me through SMS. I'm not sure about America, but in Australia, we don't even have spam bot for SMS because the text message regulation in Australia is very strict to send someone SMS, right? So, and it's also very expensive for us. So in Australia, no one has spam box in the SMS, right? So 100% of what they get, they most likely to open it, right? So if we got around 2 or 3% that people never open, maybe they change phone number, maybe they're really not interested or somehow. but yeah, it's nearly 100% open rate of what we got, right? So let's go into the strategy. We want to go straight to this with a definite strategy, right? I'm going to walk you through it. So we want to start off with 2 campaigns. And the first campaign, we want to focus on reply, right? And then when someone reply, we optimize for reply. We go to the second campaign, right? And then that second campaign will optimize for appointment, right? So it's really, really that simple. But having 2 separate campaigns, will help you get 2 separate objectives, right? So campaign 1, we don't want to sell them anything, just get a reply, get engagement. Campaign 2, we want to get serious people to book an appointment and talk to us, right? So, an appointment also, we're gonna optimize for soft book appointments. So auto booking, we're talking here. We want to move toward that. And I'm gonna show you everything as a step-by-step walkthrough, right? So this slide is only 4 slides. It's not a presentation video here. We're gonna show you actionable step. And keep in mind that what I'm about to show you can be applied into any other CRM, such as HubSpot, Zoho, Active Campaign, and everything. But I'm going to use App.vicolize as an example, right? So feel free to take note and take as many gold nugget away from this as possible, right? So let me know if you can see the screen. How many of you are watching this right now? Drop me some comment, right? So let me know if you can see the Excel sheet. I'm not sure if I want to see this. Is it still showing the Excel sheet? I'm opening an Excel sheet right now. Can anyone see that? I'm really share screen, your entire screen. Right, I'm gonna share the entire screen. All right, cool. Share screen. I'm just going to remove the source. Is it a share screen? All right, cool. I'm gonna go share screen again. Just want to make sure that I don't miss out. Share your entire screen. All right, which one is share the entire screen? Bear with me here, guys. Still doing this. So I'm trying to show this Excel sheet here. All right. All right, cool. Now it should be able to show this Excel sheet, right? So let's say this Excel sheet represent your this Excel sheet represent your database, right? So what we want to do is that, and this is a dummy lead, by the way. So what we do here is that we have a training, and this training called how to import your list, right? If you click on this training, right, and we just show you this video with a bunch of code, and this video is a step-by-step walking you through how to actually import your list, right? So so what happened is it's very, very easy. This code can trick you up thinking it's something complicated, but what you have to do is just go ahead and copy this big code and go into the first column and go to the formula bar, right? And you want to actually paste the code and enter, right? So it say DR1, right? And you want to name this column tag, right? And you guys know what tag is. When you have a list of thousand people, you tag them differently. That's how you actually group people, group your database into a bunch of different tags, and therefore you can do a certain action to each tag, right? So this tag is made for 100 contact, right? So if what I have to do is just drag that to the bottom, right? And you can see that DR1 it just keep running down, right? And if we track them more than 100, right? And if we track them more than 100, right? So it becomes DR2, from 104 cell row, 140 row, it becomes DR2. And you probably get the idea by now, that all you have to do is just enter the code here and track the contact, and it will separate them by DR1, DR2, DR3, DR4, and so on, right? So what we want to do is that we're just gonna go ahead and delete this. I'm gonna show you how to actually upload that, right? Upload the contact. Oh my god. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and delete that, and we're gonna save it, save as, and we're gonna save it to desktop, and we're gonna save it to demo upload list. Right, cool. Right, so we go ahead and save that, and we're just gonna go ahead and close it. And we want to come back to our app.vicolize, and under contacts, right, you want to go ahead and upload import contacts. Right, we're gonna select a file, and we're gonna go to desktop, and we want to go to demo upload. Right, so all right, so my mistake here is that I save it at the wrong file. It should be a CSV file, which is an Excel file. This one I save it at a XLSX file. So this is my mistake. So next time you do it, it should be saved under a CSV file, right? So look, just for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna re-upload the list again, right? Upload the list is very, very easy. You literally just come in here and assign the name, the phone number, and the email to the right field and then the right text. But I want to get to the sweet spot real quick, right? Which is going to the campaign. And we have this campaign 1 and campaign 2. Remember our strategy, right? Our strategy is to have 2 campaigns, one optimizing for reply and one optimizing for appointment, right? So let's say we want to go into campaign 1 and actually show you what campaign 1 look like, right? I nearly, we normally don't show people this, but what we do is that what campaign 1 do is say, hey, first name, hey, contact first name, this is Vico from location name, right? From your business name. And you just say your offer, and say your offer, say your message, make sure it's a good copy, make sure it resonates to your target audience. And what we do is that we said reply yes if you want this offer, right? Let's say you're a gym. Hey, we're just offering a 7-day free trial to our amazing online fitness X and X. If you want to opt in, just reply yes. That's it. That's where we actually get people to opt in, right? So after 24 hours, if they don't reply, we'll give them another kick in the butt. We'll say, contact first name, are you still there? Just reply yes, and we'll be in touch. P.S. This is the last message from us, right? So what my strategy is in Australia is very, very expensive to send SMS out. I only have 2 sequence for them, right? Then we're just gonna keep them in the same campaign indefinitely, which is 1,000 days, right? So what happened is that we have this function here, which you already know of. We call stop on respond. What does that mean, right? So if that means that if they reply on SMS 1, they would not get SMS 2. There's no way they would get SMS 2, right? The only way they get SMS 2 is actually to remind them. Cool. We got that out of the way. So what we have to do from here, and what you should know, is that we should come to trigger, because that's where we set the basic rule to be happen, right? So we're gonna say trigger name campaign 1 reply yes, right? So we're gonna say if a customer reply in campaign, it should be in campaign, reply to a campaign. Campaign 1, remember we asking them if they interested, say yes or me or something. Normally yes and me is the 2 main keywords, right? We want to keep it short and easy for them, and contain exact match, right? Or we normally use contain phrase, right? Because exact match have to be like yes, nothing else, right? Because contain phrase could be yes, I think so. Yes, why not? Yes, definitely. It could be like something like that, and that would come to our contain phrase. We want to say yes, right? And then what we want to do is that we want to add them to an opportunity database reactivation, and we want to add them to hot lead because they just said yes, right? And we want to give them value. Let's say what you sell. You are coaching. You're selling something around $6,000, right? You want to give them a sign to opportunity. And what we want to do is we want to tag people, right? So tagging is very, very important. You want to tag people as many times as possible through the marketing journey, right? So you can separate the top of the funnel, through the middle of the funnel, through the end of the funnel, right? So I want to tag them. Just say reply yes. It could be literally anything, guys. It could be literally anything here. And what I would want to do is as well um, move them to campaign 2. Remember, because they are qualified now. I want to add them to campaign 2. Going back to the strategy here. Remember, campaign 1 reply, going to strategy 2. Going to campaign 2. Right. So, and then what we want to do, you can go on and add as many action as you want, right? In this one trigger. And this is basically like Zapier, right? And you can assign it to user, assign it to your sales team if you want, or you can add note. You can remove them from all. You wouldn't. I wouldn't remove them from all campaigns. So what I normally do is send a notification email. I just send an email to myself to vico. I send it to my own email, my email, and then I would say, here you got a lead. I said contact first name has just opt in. Then we just go ahead and we have a custom field here, which is very, very amazing. Try to find my custom value. We just said contact first name has opt in, right? And then you can just say her phone number is, and this is just a reminder to yourself. It can be very plain, can be very simple, as much as possible, right? So you get the idea by now, right? So we can add as many steps as you want to this one campaign, right? So so what have we done so far? Just to recap, once someone reply yes to our offer during the SMS broadcast, we add them to our sales pipeline, which AKA opportunity, and we add a contact, we add a tag to them, and then we add them to the next campaign. We're just gonna nurture them and get them to book that self booking appointment. And I'm gonna show you the campaign too, right? Don't worry about this. And then we're gonna show you, and then you send a notification email to yourself, right? And you can go ahead and add as many fancy webhook stuff as you want. Webhook, go to Google Sheet, whatever, right? The possibility is endless here. But it does not end there, right? The mistake that we see is that the trigger, it just don't happen there, because in real life a lot can happen. So what we want to do is just come in here and duplicate this, right? And we want to duplicate it to the same location, demo account 2, right? So we can get another one, right? So this is a different trigger, right? So what happened is that when you say that broadcast, that one would be just campaign 1 reply, respond, right? So what happened in during our campaign is that when you broadcast to people, you say, please reply yes to opt in, but you get a different answer. Sometimes people just say, who is this? Like, what is this? Like, who? Like, sorry? They just give you random reply that does not contain the word yes. So what's gonna happen to those people, right? So what you want to do here is just to delete this filter and just leave it here. And I would change the opportunity to respond. So they are not hot, they just responded. So we get our sales team or your client to reply to them, and we just change the tag here to respond, right? So it's a different group of people. They are curious, but they're not interested yet. They have a question, but they haven't opted in yet. So they just need someone to talk to, right? So, and we do not want to add them to a nurturing campaign yet, right? We don't want to do that yet. All we want to do is just send a notification to myself, to ourselves, and do nothing with them so far. Just do nothing with them, because the response can be anything, and it's not good to automate that group of people without knowing, because the variable is too big, and we don't want to risk that. Trust me, I tried before, it's just too much. So now we got this two possibility, right? So when you broadcast your first campaign, there's gonna be only two possibilities. They either say yes or they not say yes, right? If they say yes, good, they go to the nurturing campaign. And if they not say yes, it doesn't mean that they're not interested. They could say like, I have more question. I said, I'm not sure. They could say anything. They could say anything. You just need someone to respond to them and get them into saying yes and get them to that nurturing sequence. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the campaign one. Right, we're gonna take a sort of break here, right? So any of you have questions so far? If you're watching this in the replay, just say hashtag replay. I'm gonna post a replay of this video in our training dashboard, and I think it's very, very important to do this. And we want to make sure that this could be used as email as well. It doesn't have to be SMS, right? So let me see here. So we're gonna show you the campaign 2 and how it's actually work. The campaign 2 is after they say yes, right? So campaign 2 is when they say yes, we just say, thanks first name. We also like to help, we basically give them a bit of upsell offer. Say, let's say if you're a gym, you have a 7-day free trial, right? So if they say yes, say, hey, great, thank you for opting in. Why not sign up for our first PT session for free? So it's sort of an upsell offer to take them to do more action, to take them to book an appointment with you, sort of stuff like that, right? To ask them for more commitment, you got to offer more things from your end. Hopefully that makes sense. um, so we actually, this sequence is free. I'm going to give up to anyone who is going to make an account with App.vicolize and try this out yourself. And during our 14-day free trial, you're going to get this exact sequence. But this is how it goes. You can see it in the screen anyway. I'm going to explain to you. So an email is just, email to your website and all that stuff, nurturing them with email. Really not that important. But what's important is we have a force call feature, right? So a force call feature is something like, and notice the time as well. That is during the golden minute window, right? It's during the after 1 minute and after 3 minutes. So it's 4 minutes after they opt in. We do a force call where our system act like middleman, and it called the lead, right? So while they still have the phone on their hand, it's important that we call them, right? So we call the lead, and then we call the client, or we call you, or we call whoever assigned to this, and we actually give them a prep, right? We give them, say, hey, David and his team, this lead come from App.vicolize. Just reply yes to our activation campaign about 4 minutes ago, right? And their name is custom fit, right? So it's very, very important because the lead name is always changing, and the machine will read their name out, right? If it's Jenny, it says Jenny. If it's Gina, it says Gina, right? So, and remember, we are calling them. And this is basically our secret sauce, right? Once someone opt in, they still have the phone on their hand. When they only opt in when they check their SMS and they read it, and they actually have time to sit down and actually opt the hell in, right? So why not ring them during that time? Why not ring them during that golden window, right? Well, it's hot in their mind, where anything can go down at that minute, right? And once we miss the call, we just said, sorry, we missed you there, and we give them the calendar link, right? And after that, it's just it's just a voicemail around 1 day, 1.5 days after that. And then we'll tell them, hey, we just leave you a voicemail, just check it out. And we got a script for our client to say it. Our script is make sure that we leave a personalized voicemail that making them call us back, right? So we got a script for this. So this is how our second campaign worked, right? And we got so many steps that we got around 70% reply rate without anyone touching to the bottom. People like they I can't remember this, but people reply around the third and the fourth step. People reply here, and the one that get passed through all the whole way, they end up not replying. So this guy not relevant anyway, right? So Yeah, this is it for the second step, second campaign. It's gonna be yours, right? It's a free campaign to give out, and this video have been going a bit longer than what I thought. Let me check back. We at 25-minute mark. I'm gonna keep this as 30 minutes. Don't want to make any training video that is longer than that. So this basically how reactivation campaign go, and I'm gonna show you how we actually can trip that, right? To trip that, we want to go into bulk request, right? And we want to create a bulk request, right? And remember, if you upload the list correctly, right, you would have this. Let me just go back to setting and go back to tag. If you add the list correctly, you would have a tag dr1, and you would have a tag dr2. Because we missed that uploading list phase, right? So I'm just create a sort of a fake tag here to simulate the process, right? So campaign bulk request, and I'm going to show you how we actually can trip that. We're just going to say broadcast to dr1. We're going to push them into campaign 1. Make sure that's very important. And we select a scheduled date, right? So we want to select tomorrow, which is Saturday, and you can select whatever time you want. And we want to select dr1, and we're going to select contact type all, and we're going to add them, right? And we want to make sure that we press this play button so it's actually activate, and it says the next execution is going to be tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. And how do you actually drip this, right? So you can put 100 per day or 100 per 2 day or 100 per week. It's up to you. And you just do the same thing for dr2, broadcast dr2, right? And going to the same campaign, and you can pick any date. Literally, you can pick like on Wednesday, right? And you just pick yes, and you just do the same dr2, and you just add that, and then just press play, and it'll just show you the next execution date, right, which is May the 13th. Look, this is how you actually drop the campaign, right? You just spend like 5 minutes and do it for dr1, dr2, dr3, dr4, dr5. Like let's say you have 1,000 lists, it goes to dr9, dr10. You just do it one, sit back and see the result, and it's gonna trip as the time that you schedule it to drip, right? So this is it. This is how you actually do database reactivation. I went. So just to recap, right? Just to recap, we actually show you all the 4 points. We show you how to get 90 to 80% open rate by using SMS, and we show you how to trip the campaign by doing that bulk request that I show you, picking the right time and segment them into a patch of 100 with dr1, dr2. And don't worry if you don't know how to do that through this video, because I went through it quite quick. We have a step-by-step video showing you how to do exactly how to patch your list, right? So we have a training for that. This video is just to showcase the whole reactivation campaign. And then we just show you the script and the strategy of how it works, having 2 separate campaigns, not just one blast, having 2 separate campaigns that's just going to filter out and act as a top and middle funnel. And also show you our secret sauce of getting self-book appointment by using that force call during the golden window once the lead is opt-in, right? So this video has gone long enough. Let me just check what time it is, right? So it's going to be a 30-minute training. And wow, there's a lot of people comment. I forgot to ask. Forgot to look at that. It's lacking. So Victor asked what if you have a large list of numbers that aren't SMS? They go to landline. That's a great question, Victor. I have the same problem, right? So first of all, you can do that through email. You can do a broadcast through email. It's the same concept, just change SMS to email. Second of all, you can filter it through smart list. Not sure where you're from. Where you from, Victor? Can you give me a shout out? Where you from? You from US or Australia? Because with Australia, we could filter it through smart list. That's gonna be for another video. because with Australia, a mobile phone start with 04, and I just go to smart list and I tag, I just select phone number and is 04, and I just get all my mobile number and I just tag the mobile, right? Hopefully that answer your question, Victor. Kevin, what's up? Kevin Lam, see your screen now. Gotta run. Good luck, everyone. Contact can only be in one campaign, so if you add them to campaign 2, it moves them from campaign 1, correct? Look, yeah, you can do that. You can set the trigger, Pascal. You can when they add to campaign 1. Wait, I think I answered your question wrong. No, the contact can be in multiple campaign. They can be in as many campaign as possible, right? So when you can add the contact to 5 different campaign. Hopefully that answers your question. I also do that questionnaire and answer on the comment as well, but hopefully I can answer this question on live. I'm still getting used to this Facebook Live thing, guys.